Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Your college football Saturday getting cranked up in a great way with this high-stakes clash here on EA Sports. It's the Longhorns and the Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Steve Sarkisian before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's the heat, and it's a sack.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in at the 40. And he loses the football. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. But you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Dropping back, it's Fields. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the...
Throws toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. The sure hands. It's Pittman. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The holding penalty pushes them back. It's 1st and 20. Looking for a man. It's Young. He tries to take the top off. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. On target. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. The throw. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He was thinking big return. Didn't get that. But, boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Takes the handoff. It's Charles. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And we've talked about this before, guys, man. Like, right, you try to sneak those in, those runs on 3rd down and long. When they don't work, everybody's mad. When they do work, everybody's jacked up. But this defense was ready. Nice job by this defense setting the tone. 3 good plays forcing the punt by this offense.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Slithers into space. Makes it past the marker. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw. It's Fields. On the run, still looking. He's going to take off. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off. But I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, these 4-3 defensive ends that can get pressure on quarterbacks, they get paid a lot of money in the National Football League, and that's why. When you can get out of your stance and win it around the edge to get to the QB, not many guys do it as well as that.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Offense in a bunch formation. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Young. Under fire. Hit as he throws. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it out fast. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Man, as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for space. It's Young. Turning it on. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Longhorns. Once he got some room, it was over. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to throw, it's Fields. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. On the run, it's Young. Fighting off the defend, just shedding tackles. Touchdown Longhorns! He would not be denied.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Fields. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Charles. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that will try to submarine these big running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got enough for the first down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they called that a face mask. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Run in the red zone, it's Charles. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still first and goal. The give. Touchdown Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Fields. He hurls one deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. The Buckeyes in the hurry up. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. He's got it on the run.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
The official says no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with Tennessee taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
Rams him with the stiff arm. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to it.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double-checking to make sure. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air, it's Fields. He's going to let it go. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Trying the left side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Runs through a tackle. Finding some room. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He breaks a tackle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just knowing.
It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Buys a little extra time. On the run, fires downfield. Williams open on the right side. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This is a design run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Fields. Now improvising. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Got it set up on the outside. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. That play didn't have much of a chance. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the catch. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. With the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Might be calling a hot route. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback extends the play. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
To the air, it's Fields. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so it's a two-point conversion attempt. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone. There he goes! The 50, the 40, he's at the 30, he's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. His third touchdown of this game, and his third on the season.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got two of those on that one.
I think this team,
they've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Makes the grab. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Calls his own number. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
I like the idea defensively here, too, now. You got the lead. It's the second half. You can play more zone coverage. Trust your athletes on the back end to break on the ball and make something happen like they did right there, forcing the incompletion.
They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. Scanning the field, it's Fields. Dances away to buy time. On the run, deep down the right side. He almost had another one. They've already picked off three and just a hair away from number 4 there.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Stepping to the right. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Charles. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Rush is on him. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. As Holly mentioned earlier, this crowd trying to give its defense some energy in a clutch spot. On the direct snap, it's Young. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together.
Looking for a big play. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. To throw, it's Fields. Scrambling away. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He's looking to throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Firmly in control of